Hey, what's up guys? Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you a full game walkthrough slash achievement guide for the game Horde of Plenty. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get the winner achievement for beating the game and saving your pet fish Puffy. I heard a lot of people were struggling to beat this game, and so far only 4 people on True Achievements have gotten this achievement, including me, so hopefully this video helps. So assuming you already know how to play the game, I'm going to give you some tips and show you how I beat each level. I'm going to be playing on beginner since that's the easiest difficulty, and I'll also have timestamps in the description for each level if you're stuck on a specific one. Alright, so right here I'm going to pick up the first weapon upgrade, and if you look at the top left, the weapon actually has 3 lives, and each time you get hit the weapon will lose a life. And if you can manage to keep the gun without losing all of its lives and exit through the portal at the end of the level, you can actually pick up a golden star and get the gun's lives back. So if you guys were wondering how to get a golden star, that's how you do it. I'm going to be making another guide on the 5 golden stars in one playthrough achievement, as well as a couple of other achievements, so keep a lookout for my next couple of videos, and I'll also have a link in the description with a playlist where you can check out all of my guides for the game. Alright, so there's 14 levels in total for this game, and the way it works is you don't get any checkpoints and you have to beat the entire game with only a certain amount of lives. So the hardest levels for me were 4, 5, 7, and 10, and I think 11. So these first few levels are pretty basic, just kill the enemies and make your way up the screen. I actually don't take the first portal that comes up, but you guys can. Personally, I would recommend not taking it and killing all of the enemies so you get as much score as possible, since the early levels are pretty easy and getting score gives you bonus lives. So I'd recommend in the early levels that you rack up as much score as possible and get as many extra lives as you can. I actually managed to beat the game with 2 extra lives remaining, but I did die a few times, and for the sake of the walkthrough, I'm actually going to edit my deaths out so you guys can have a clean video to follow. And I'm not going to do commentary throughout the entire level since it's pretty easy and self-explanatory, but I will do some commentary for levels where I think I can help. And again, I have timestamps in the description if you're just stuck on a specific level and want to see how I beat it. Alright, so for level 2, I like to pick up the weapon upgrade to the left of the screen, and for me it was a star and a weapon upgrade since I managed to keep my last weapon upgrade all the way through the last level. Also, picking up that weapon upgrade spawns the big guy, but in my opinion it's worth it since he's not that hard to kill. And as for the level, it's pretty easy, just work your way up to the top and enter the portal as soon as you can. Alright, so now we're on level 3. This is a short and easy level, but can be difficult since there's little red buttons on the left and right side of the screen that shoot these little bombs at you. So be careful. I like to run the enemies around in a circle here. So just keep running around in a circle and killing all the enemies, and then eventually the portal will appear and you can head through. Alright, so for level 4, I was actually stuck on this one, and it took me a couple of tries before I could actually beat it for the first time. So the enemies come from the right and left on the top and bottom of the screens. I recommend just pre-firing them as best as you can and going around in a circle pattern to keep dodging their bullets. And there's also rotating doors that you can open and close, and I recommend closing them so that the enemies can only come from the left and right sides of the screen. And if it gets too hectic, you can quickly switch to the bottom side of the screen and close the door, and then the enemies will have to go all the way around the outside edges of the map to get you. And also sometimes red potions will spawn that can give you health, so try and pick those up when you can. And with enough practice, you should be able to finish this level. I think level 7 and level 11 are repeats of this level that are even harder. So if you're struggling here, it's only going to get more difficult, guys. Alright, so for level 5, this level is pretty easy. Just run the enemies around in circles, and eventually you'll come across a barricade of red buttons, and to get through the barricade you have to destroy one of the red buttons. And once you destroy one, you'll be able to walk past and through the portal. So just run the enemies around in circles until you get to the red button barricade, and then destroy one of the red buttons and run through the portal as soon as you can, because this area is pretty hectic, guys. But this one's actually pretty easy, so yep. Alright, so for this level, level 6, it's pretty difficult. There's turrets that shoot at you and a bunch of red buttons that you can destroy. The red buttons shoot little bombs at you, and you also get points for destroying them, so it's good to destroy them. And then eventually you'll come to a little bridge on this level, and the enemies will actually spawn behind you and in front of you, so be careful. And then once you get past the bridge, you have to destroy the 2 red buttons on the left and right side of the screen, and then you can proceed forward through the gate. and then after the gate, the portal's just on the other side, on the right side. So again, just destroy all these red buttons, and when you get past the bridge, there's going to be 2 red buttons that you have to destroy, and then from there you can proceed to the portal. Alright, so level 7 is almost the exact same as level 4. The enemies come from the bottom and top sides of the left and right side of the screen. So just keep pre-firing them and dodging their bullets, and you can go through, or you can go up to the top side of the screen or the bottom side of the screen if it gets too hectic. And there's also lots of red potions here. So just do whatever you did on level 4 and you should be good here. Alright, so for level 8, this is another repeat level. It's very short. You just want to run the enemies around in circles and try to take out the red buttons that shoot the bombs at you. And eventually you'll see the portal at the top and just head through. Alright, so level 9, this level is kind of long, but it isn't too difficult. There's lots of little tanks that spray at you, and I like to use the barrels as cover when I can. This level has lots of health drops, so just make sure you keep picking up the potions slash hearts and apples. And some of the tanks even have heart symbols on them, and when you kill them, they drop hearts. So make sure when you see those ones to target them first and get the extra hearts. And if you do all of that, then this level shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so now we're on level 10. This level can be really difficult if you don't know what you're doing. So there's lots of red buttons that you have to destroy, or else they shoot these little red bombs at you. So make sure you target the red buttons and take them out as fast as you can. And the enemies in this level have a lot of health and shoot triple burst guns at you. So watch out, they can deal a lot of damage very fast. So keep taking out the red buttons and try to pick up all the health that you can, and you should be fine. Alright, so level 11 is a repeat level of level 4 and level 7, but it's a bit harder since it has the guys that fire the triple burst guns. So pick up all the health that you can and try to pre-fire them, and you can maneuver around the bottom and top of the level, and you can actually do like a complete circle around the entire area. I think I implement that strategy later in the video when I get low on health. So if you're struggling, you can maybe try that, or just do whatever you did previously in level 4 and level 7 and just copy your own strategy that you did in those levels. Alright, so for level 12, don't do what I do. I was super nervous because this was my first time playing the level. I ran around like a madman. Don't do what I do. What you're actually supposed to do is take out these red buttons in the middle of the room because they shoot the red bombs at you. So be careful. They can hurt you really easily. So don't do what I do. I run around like a madman. Just destroy the red buttons in the middle, and then you can run around like a madman. So yeah, the level's not too bad, and it's pretty short. Just take out the red buttons, and you should be good. Alright, so for level 13, there's health at the start at the left and right side of the screen. And here I was panicking because it was my first time playing the level. So what I was doing was destroying all of the barricades. What I would actually maybe recommend doing is not destroying all of them and kind of using them to funnel the enemies into one direction. So don't do what I do. I'm like rushing myself and panicking and going ahead. Take your time, calm down, pick up the health that spawns. There's like apples or something that spawn on the sides of the screen. I actually go down to 1 health here and manage to clutch it out and beat this level first try. So it shouldn't be too hard. Just maybe watch the video first and then like pause your game, watch the video first, and copy what I do. Well, don't exactly copy what I do because I'm panicking like an idiot. So just take your time, calm down, and you should be fine. Alright, so this is the last level of the game, level 14, and all you have to do is destroy all of these red buttons. So go around in a circle and destroy them all as fast as you can and kill the enemies, and that will be the end of the game, and you can rescue Puffy. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if the video was helpful. I'd appreciate it a lot. So that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.